I'm David Johnson. I'm the head of delegation for the United States at the OSCE Human Dimension Implementation Meeting, which takes place annually in Warsaw. I'm fortunate to be coming back, if you will, for the third time. I spent my first experience with the then CSCE in the mid-'80s, a time of great change in the CSCE and in the map of Europe, or foretold the changes in the map of Europe. I was fortunate to return to the OSCE in the late 90s. I was the ambassador from the very beginning of '98 through the end of 2001. So this is a great opportunity for me to come back after having been away for about a decade. I was asked to by some colleagues, and I thought it might be an opportunity to get back involved in an aspect of diplomacy that I've been away from for a few years. It's a very important meeting. It gives the United States and other countries an opportunity to meet together to review their commitments in the what's called the human dimension of the OSCE, issues that we've made commitments to one another now going on almost 40 years. I expected, as this is a conference that has a large group of issues to discuss, that it be, in some senses, somewhat ponderous, but to have some elements of real political salience, and I haven't been disappointed. I think one of the key issues has been the very challenging situation in Belarus, and it's an impossible thing to ignore. It's a part of Europe which, at the very best, is underperforming real estate. It is led by Europe's last dictator. It's had, by any measure, failed elections almost a year ago. Political prisoners have been rounded up by the regime to try to stamp out any nascent democratic leanings. But it's also the home to people that really have democratic aspirations and could be a very important part of Europe if only they were allowed to be so. One of the key elements in the structure of this engagement that makes it different than other multilateral diplomatic meetings is non-governmental organizations, representatives of civil society, meet at the table with government. They talk to us on the same level that we talk to them. I met with a group of them in a private meeting today, and to hear their perspectives, the issues that they think are important, it gives government ideas, it gives us guidance, it gives us course correction, if you will. The second, I would say, is that a few minutes ago in the meeting room, one of the organizations suggested that an individual in office for now going on almost 20 years should be recognized as the father of his country, just like George Washington. That struck me a little funny, and I did a little quick research. And one of the key reasons that we in the United States recognize George Washington as the father of our country is not because of his political prowess, but because he walked away from it. Someone who said that the orderly, peaceful transfer of political power is the most important gift you can give.